Today on Real Ghost Stories Online, two relatives passed away, two dreams followed. Only one brought comfort, and she has never understood why.
Welcome to Real Ghost Stories Online. Call in your real ghost story now at 855-853-4802 or write in at realghoststoriesonline.com. You are about to enter the world of the unknown and quite possibly the undead. This is Real Ghost Stories Online.
It is. Yes, it is. Welcome to Real Ghost Stories Online. We'd love to get your ghost stories, so please do write in at realghoststoriesonline.com. And also, you can call 855-853-4802. We're old school like that. We should create more ways to get our ghost stories in here. I'll work on that this week, now that it's 1999.
Like what? What could we do that we're not doing? Some ideas.
Maybe, submitting him through Facebook. You always could. I never asked for it that way, or Instagram, or whatever, or record. We used to a long time ago. I had an email set up, and email sounds older, but it worked pretty good. If you want to just record your audio file on your phone and then send that in, that's another way. I don't even remember what that email address was, and I don't when I'm going to my regular one. So we'll get on this. We'll have more ways very soon.
Record on the old Victrola and send in the disc, and then we'll play them back.
Yes, you have to go to a recording studio that can do, and it has to be those big, thick ones, the big records that were really old. But
couldn't they just record a cassette tape?
a mini disc.
Yeah, mini disc. That's a great idea.
It needs to be on a DAT.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Yep, and then send it into P.O. Box,
DATs were horrible because you couldn't really cue anything in them because there was that delay when it would play back and stuff. It was just a horrible idea.
I never understood the point. Because the quality difference wasn't that it didn't improve that dramatically at all. That was audible. That was not going to be translatable over an FM signal.
Right.
It's like you can only kind of go in an analog signal at the time. You could only kind of go so far on how clear it's going to be on the other side. Yeah.
And if you talk to people like now who know a lot about audio in general, there's a lot of loss on the high end in certain parts of digital audio. Yeah. I guess it's outstandingly different from analog to digital. That digital, you just lose so much of some of the frequencies and stuff like that.
It's like we turn you turn the sharpen up a little bit, and for a moment it's like, oh wow, look how sharp that is.
Yeah,
and then you're like, yeah, this just doesn't look quite right. Yeah. And I think we're probably better at identifying that visually than we are audibly.
Yeah, no doubt. Carol just looks like she's confused at our
I was just thinking, because it made me start thinking of way back in the day, like the stereo systems everybody would have with those big ass speakers that weighed 50 pounds. Another day I texted my sister because she gave me a Bose Bluetooth speaker, and I'm like, what the hell? Back in the day, it took two people to move a speaker, basically. And now I almost get that sound out of this little thing.
It's crazy. It's wonderful.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's amazing how small some of I have one too, and it's like, damn. That outperforms a lot of bigger speakers that I have.
Yeah.
But I will say,
it turns up really loud. It's it's a great little Bluetooth speaker.
It is. I got a ghost story that was told to me, and it's not truly a ghost story, but it's certainly spooky, and it's kind of funny and kind of weird. So this was told to me last week. This individual, they had a pet cat, and loved this pet cat. It was a great cat, the best cat in the world, yada, yada, yada. They're coming home one day, out in front of their house, the cat, it's in the road, and this is an inside cat. So they're like, oh my God, how did the cat get out? But they think the cat got out. And they get in their house. I mean, their cat's not there, so it's their cat. It looks exactly like their cat. It's dead. This is horrible. So
this is a horrible story.
They bury the cat. Next day, pawing at the door. It's their cat. They buried someone else's cat.
We don't know that for sure, right? Because you were going to tell them to go and see if the ground had been.
Oh, true. Because I did ask. I said, because this happened when this woman was a child, but I did ask, did you go back and just check the grave to make sure like there's not like claw marks,
right?
Somebody got out, and she said no, they did not do that. Yeah. So very likely it was just, a similar looking cat. I mean, I don't know. I have cats.
But the odds of all of that are really crazy. Like it would look exactly like their cat.
Yeah.
Their indoor cat got out.
But I mean, you got to consider, I don't know how gruesome the cat was, but if it's on the road and it got hit by something, it may not be, patterns, like it looks like it's probably our cat, and
you can't find your cat. Your cat's not around. So
yeah,
so the odds of all that lining up are crazy.
I don't know.
Your cat
There's a lot of similar looking cats.
Yes, but I would definitely know my cats.
But there's a dead cat on the road that looks like yours, and you don't know where your cat is.
Yeah. That's okay. Yes, that part.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I hear
you.
You
bury that one, and your cat shows back up. Like the fact your cat even got out right then is crazy.
I know. Yeah. It's like everything kind of lined up to be this. Yeah.
She left out the story about how the cat's eyes glowed and how it would like rip apart people's faces at night in bed afterward. That was left out of the story.
Because the next thing everybody was like, is this like Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right?
I know, exactly. And it's like, other than that, we had Snuggles back. Snuggles is like chewing on an ear.
Anyway.
Right now.
Snuggles likes to dig holes in the graveyard next door. He finds all sorts of treasures.
Little Snuggles.
Last week, he brought us a penis.
Jesus.
Where did that go from? Where did that go from, Snuggles? Bringing a penis.
He's digging up graves and bringing body parts. He was eating an ear earlier, and now he's bringing like, cats drop off like birds and stuff.
That would be the weirdest thing ever. Like, where did you get the penis? An ear would be weird.
The start of a comedy horror movie. The cat just like every day, the cat keeps bringing another penis up to the yard.
And that's the name of the movie, Carol. Where did you get that penis?
Well, there's got to be that scene. It's like, well, Rizzo, what do you have in your mouth? Come here, let me see that. Paw. And then you get it, and you're like, oh my God.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a penis that appears to have been dead forever.
And there's a doctor, there's a vet that they call, and they're talking to the vet, and the vet doesn't believe them. But then there's another vet in another town who is ostracized for his belief in ghosts and stuff, and he does believe them. So then they got to take their Jeep Wrangler across town and get holy water and stuff like that. So yeah.
I like the details.
And then it becomes so popular it just becomes so popular. They end up doing a spinoff as a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Drawn really horribly. Yeah. All the new cartoons are just drawn so horribly, aren't they?
They're even drawn.
Is anything drawn? I never watch cartoons. I don't know. Like I've watched like one episode of The New King of the Hill. I was never a viewer to begin with. I was just kind of curious, and I don't know. Is any of that truly drawn anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. I watch Bob's Burgers all the time.
Good.
Oh, I love that show. I'm upset. I just
humor?
watched all the
Yeah.
seasons back to back.
Oh, okay.
It took me a couple of weeks, but now
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah.
I gotta check some of those
Now
out.
what do you do with the rest?
I don't
of
know
it?
what I'm like trying to find something. Last night I was watching 227 for Christ's sakes. That's how bad I am at finding something to watch.
There's this one called Butthead and Beavis or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
come on.
It's like Beavis and Butthead, but they're middle aged.
Actually, yeah. Have you seen the new ones at all?
I have not.
I've just
They
seen a
are
little bit of
middle
them.
aged. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Yeah, no, they actually did a season with them. Like, it goes back and forth, but it's like one part of the episode is the old type, young, and then the other one is like them today, and it's stupid funny. It's not quite as funny as it seemed back then, but it's good. It's like a good mindless, something to watch.
See, that's what I wanted, Ned. I want something to like get away from reality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, it doesn't go political. It's just pretty, as far as I remember, it's pretty much it's Beavis and Butthead. And there's music videos too that they watch.
Do they still do that?
They do it in the new ones. Yeah.
But MTV doesn't exist. So what do they watch?
Well, I don't know. They're watching music videos somehow
Gotcha.
on the YouTube. I don't.
On the Utes, there you go. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is. Let's go to a ghost story at 855-853-4802. Hello. Da, 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 da. Did she lock up? Is she there?
My dad and my sister and even my almost 5-year-old daughter has had some things happen to her. But I'd like to start off with a couple dreams that I've had. The first one happened when I was about 17, and it was the day after my uncle had passed. Now, I was pretty close with my uncle. We always had a special bond, and he had this nickname for me that I absolutely hated, but I would let him call me that because it was his special name for me, and nobody else was allowed to, and nobody else did. So, it was pretty devastating whenever I got the news that morning. So anyways, I had a dream one night, and I remember being in a room that was pretty open. The floor was concrete, and it really wasn't brightly lit, but it wasn't like an ominous feeling in the room. I remember there was like a water heater in like one of the corners. There was a basketball hoop. Now, I know that seems odd, but there's some significance to that. At least I think that there is. In the dream, he was wearing this grayish button-up short-sleeve shirt with like something on the left upper side. It was like a patch that I couldn't read, and he had some black faded jeans on. And I don't remember exactly how he appeared, and I didn't even see myself in the dream. I just saw him in this room. He did this thing. He's standing in front of the basketball hoop, and this part's kind of hard to explain because it's like this move that he always did, and it's like where he stomps his foot and he like puts his hands out and he does his distinctive laugh that he always does. Right before he laughs, he says my nickname, and he's just smiling, and I just feel happiness and warmth, and it's just so vivid. That was basically it. I didn't say anything to him, and he just did that one thing, and I woke up, and I was so excited. I wanted to go tell my dad about what had just happened, and I'm telling him like everything he's wearing and what he does, and my dad's just kind of smiling at me. And my dad was actually one of the ones to identify his body after his death, and he was like, Julie, he came to say goodbye to you because that's exactly what he was wearing whenever he passed. Obviously, that gives you chills. And the basketball hoop has significance because we always used to play. That was our game. We would always play basketball together. I think that's pretty cool, and I think that he was letting me know that he was okay because, like I said, it hit me pretty hard when he did pass. I think he was just telling me, hey, I'm all right. So I thought that one was pretty cool. The next dream is actually not as pleasant, but this is about my grandmother. She was 92, and she had developed dementia in her last months of her life. So, she didn't remember. It was pretty bad, but it was her time. There really wasn't much to this dream. I just remember feeling sheer horror. Like, I saw her face, and she was younger, but she wasn't like really like young adult. She was when I was growing up. And her face, it was her, and she's dressed in all black, and she's like wrapped in like this black headdress, and she's reaching out for me, and she's like, her face almost looks like the drama mask face, the sad one, you know. She's scared. Like I just feel scared. It was just horrifying. And I remember waking up and I didn't have that good feeling. Like it was just so scary. And nothing was said. And obviously I didn't say anything. But the thing about this is my grandma she was the most loving, kind. She was always singing, and she was always cooking food, and she was a strict Catholic, and she went to mass all the time. I mean, multiple times a week. And she's the last person that you would ever think would be distressed on the other side, you know? So that's what really scares me about this. I'm hoping that it was just a nightmare and not like my grandma like telling me that she's not in a good place or not happy. I don't know, but I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. And like I said, I have many other stories that I can call in with. But thank you guys so much for doing what you do. You guys are awesome. I hope to hear this. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that story with us. Thoughts on that?
I think like one could have been a visitation dream. The one about her uncle, that could have been. Absolutely. The one about her grandma could have been just a dream. Like she might have had her grandma on her mind before she went to bed. She watched some strange movie. She had some anxiety. There's some weird things that all kind of combined into a dream that disturbed her. I think sometimes a dream can just be a dream. It doesn't have to mean that grandma didn't make it to heaven. You know, grandma's unhappy in the afterlife. Maybe she just had a weird dream. Maybe she was having some anxiety or something and it caused a strange dream.
Wrong.
So what do you think, Satan? Was it a dream or what?
Was it a dream?
What was it?
All dreams
thought I had a good theory.
me. All dreams flow through me. And she's down here too. She's a lot of fun. She's so much fun. Oh my God. You got to see her. We have cocktail hours every day. We start them early. We start them at 3:00. We go 3 to 7. It's cocktail
I
hours
like that.
in hell. Yeah, I mean, there's finger foods, literally finger. It's food, it's just a blast. And she tells the best jokes. Oh, and that smile, you know, when the flesh isn't falling off her face from the heat. It's just the best.
And there's square dancing. I'm sure that there's also square dancing during this.
I assure you, even in hell, there isn't square dancing. I don't know who the fuck came up with that shit, why they're still teaching it in schools, and why there's this people that still, I don't know, like what, 0.0002% of the population square dance, and it's a fucking unit in gym to this day. What the fuck are you people thinking in the American education system anyhow? I mean, Jesus fucking...
Okay, Satan, thank you.
Wait,
makes a point.
I have to interrupt because you are the one who has a daughter, so I would have no idea if this is true. But do they still teach square dancing in school? Certainly not.
Yeah.
They don't.
Oh my God, why?
They do?
Yeah. Maybe not every district, maybe not every school, but I was kind of shocked. It was a unit in gym. It was a unit in gym back for us too. They bring up the record player, and then it's like, and now we're gonna do this shit.
And it's like step, touch, swing your partner. It's like there's not even much activity to that dance.
I don't know.
You're never going to get your heart rate up square dancing. I don't know
about 99% of the decisions that are made in the education system. I mean, it's really just shocking.
Wow.
You know, how broken it all is. But yeah.
So one day we're going to make you do the pommel horse. Then you've got to walk on the bar, right? You got to walk the bar and not fall off that. We're going to make you climb a rope to the frickin' ceiling. But then on Tuesday, you're all going to dance.
Square dance, no less.
It never made any.
Like to do.
And we're going to throw in some burpees for you to do too.
Exactly. Yeah. And but before we do the square dancing, we're going to do our warm ups. So everybody gets nice and sweaty.
Yeah.
And
Then
oh
we're
my
gonna bring
god,
it way down.
I'm having flashbacks to Salish Junior High.
Other than math, I think gym was the subject that probably stressed me out the most.
1,000 fucking percent.
I loved it.
I am exactly the same. Those two fucking things. I hated math and I hated gym.
Oh my God.
I dreaded them both. And it was just like oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Until square dancing day came along. And like, square dancing
And it's
day.
like, what the fuck? I didn't even archery was kind of neat in gym. That was kind of like, when we were doing like some of the weirder things, or not weird, but just things you don't normally do in gym. Those were the fun times. But that was like 1/20th of all of gym in I think all of growing up.
I enjoyed cross country skiing. I thought that was kind of cool, even though I wasn't good at it. But
Never got that.
Basketball. What? Me with a basketball? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah. I
Get
can't.
outta here.
No. Yeah. I can't do any of it. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. That's Tony and Todd relive the traumas of junior high.
Oh my God. Junior high and high school. Don't even go there with me.
Oh yeah, no. Well, although most of high school was just the radio station. I just showed up for the school and then I just went back to work. So high school was basically 210 South Main. Let's go to our next call at 855-853-4802. Let's hear your ghost story.
I have a story to tell you, and I even have recordings of this experience that happened to not only me, but also I had a friend and I believe two of my sisters with me. We used to live in this really, really old town called, it's in Nebraska and pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And we were renting this house and there was like this creepy crawl space in my sister's room. And so whenever we'd go in there, we just got like this really creepy, weird vibe. And so my friends and my sisters decided to, let's record in here. It's just to see if anything would happen. And for some reason, this thing would always more answer towards me and not towards my friends or sisters. But we were in there and I just told whatever we felt in there. I just said out loud, if you're in here, please give us an indication of where and why you're here. And what ended up happening was, it kind of gets me a little emotional just thinking about, because this thing was, I don't even know what it was, but I just hang up the phone and then I put it down and I'm like, okay, everyone get out. And so then we all get out of the room and automatically, as soon as the door closes, it says, hey. And then it says, hang up. And then it says, get out. And then we all, we're just like waiting in a different room, and we come back and we hear this. And we go down to my parents. We show them the recording. They did not believe us. We were all freaked out. And I finally thought, okay, I got this thing. I have proof. Whatever. A lot of weird things happen in this house. And I would have these dreams at night as well of this man walking up and down the hallway and little kids running around everywhere. And so then we decided to put it into my room in our closet, because my closet was super, super odd feeling as well. And we literally heard little kids go, like a humming, like a laughing humming. And we would always hear toys and stuff like move everywhere. And it's kind of weird though, because it seems like this thing is kind of attached to my family, because we used to also live at this really old farmhouse for 12 years before moving into this new house for about 12 years. And then we moved into the other house. So I think for 5 years before we finally moved again and into adulthood. But this thing has always just been following me. I have recordings of it. It is creepy. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't even know. And I just have a lot of experiences, but if you want to know more about this information, or even like want me to send you the recordings, I can. The recording is really old. Probably I'm pretty sure it was used for like with a flip phone. And so, no, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening. Okay. Bye.
Thanks for sharing that story. Anytime you got like the little kids stuff going on, with toys and that's where you have to go. I rebuke and shun you.
Both.
I rebuke and shun you in the name of, and then you insert deity here, and then you keep talking like this to it, and then you throw water on it and a little sage, and if you don't have sage, stovetop works just fine. It and you can have a little. You can eat. You can just take a plate and walk and eat. Walk and eat. Walk, bless, eat. Walk, bless, eat. That's just
like
kind of how
a
you do
bite
it.
And then throw a bite.
Yeah, they have.
So
in
are
fact,
you
it's
preparing the stuffing first, or are you just using a seasoning packet?
The sage is in the packet, so
Okay.
so it's just as good as any other sage. In fact, it's also blended with another variety of some
7
bursting
herbs
with country fresh flavor spices that are going to really make that stuffing come alive in your mouth. So what you want to do is just
And get rid of
you go
overnight
through.
activity.
Yeah, you just go through, you eat your stuffing, and you exercise the house. And there's a new kit for it too. They even have this spoon that looks like a sage brush, but it's not. So you can just kind of you can get your stuffing, and it looks like you're saging your house as you're eating around the house.
The back of the box now has instructions on how to sage your home.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a great idea.
I love it. I love it.
And if you send in some UPC codes, you actually get like crystals and stuff. They'll send you some incense and all that kind of stuff.
Do you have to collect them, like cut them off the box
Yep.
and collect?
Yes,
all
you do.
Send them
10
in with
and
a self-addressed stamped envelope to get your stuff. Yeah.
And the hard part though is they do require at least 2 Kool-Aid Cool points to redeem, and those are hard to come by.
What are those? I've never heard of those. Kool-Aid Cool points.
On the back of the envelopes of Kool-Aid, whereas
Yep.
like that, you get like a little cool point, and a lot of them were 1. Sometimes you'd like their new flavor might be like 2 or whatever, and then you'd basically save your envelopes, and then you could, if you collected enough of them, then you could send in and pay for shipping, and you'll get whatever the prizes were that year. I have like. And it's I always
Of
have
course
stuff
you
in
do.
the studio.
Yep.
It's not in the studio, but I had like, so I'm looking over here like, is it? There was like a Kool-Aid mug, like a little Kool-Aid cup. It was plastic. They had all different stuff. Like, it was like beach towels and all sorts of shit. It was like kind of their summer promotion. So when it encouraged you to like be drinking shitloads of Kool-Aid all summer, so you could get stuff off of the promotional thing. It was like on the big display at the grocery store.
And obviously it worked because you did it. The reason why I didn't know what it was because growing up, my mom would never buy the brand name of anything. So we did not have Kool-Aid in our house. We had Weilers.
Oh, Weiler's. Yeah. That was that was cheaper, right?
It was cheaper, and I remember the catchphrase in their jingles. It was walk on over to Good Times, walk on over to Weiler's.
I don't know if I've ever had Weiler's. Is it good?
Yeah.
Compared
Part
to
of the problem
Kool-Aid?
too is my mom was cheap, so she wouldn't put in the full amount of sugar that you're supposed to put in.
Well, you got to do that.
Yeah, well, she never would. Everything was always half the sugar, half the salt of what the recipe said, so mom could save some money.
Yeah, and there really wasn't like any alternative to sugar. It was it wasn't even a health thing. It was just cheaper, just because it was cheaper. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like half will be good enough. Yeah. Flavor Aid was the other one that was out back then. And that's actually what they did in Jonestown. It wasn't Kool-Aid. Flavor Aid was to blame.
I didn't even know
Kool-Aid
that.
gets the rap.
Interesting. See, you learn something new every time here on Real Ghost Stories Online.
The more you know. Exactly. Is there any other calls, or is that it?
That was it. That's 2.
All right, that's 2. Oh, and Carol is on the phone over there. I didn't have I didn't have my camera up to watch.
Yeah, she's over there talking to Satan, I believe, right now.
Nope, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think she might be talking to her Lord and Savior.
Well, if anybody needs to, it would be Carol.
Oh, tell me about it. You don't want to know what the fuck goes on when the camera's off and the mics are off. Holy shit, the stuff I see in here.
I bet.
You don't want to know.
All right. Well, we'll wrap that up then for this edition of Real Ghost Stories Online. If you'd like access to all the bonus episodes, advanced episodes, everything ad-free and help support the program, check us out on Patreon. Just search Real Ghost Stories Online or Apple Podcasts. You can get all of our premium stuff there as well on our premium channel, so do check that out. Until next time, for Todd and Carol, I'm Tony Bruschi. Thanks for listening to Real Ghost Stories Online.